I want to know, I guess, just to start, like, how are you today? You know, the dust has settled back in Edgewood, but how are you doing today?
It hasn't really settled there. No, I was just confirmed that I had gut cancer, and it's probably started back about April last year, and just kept it under wraps. But now it's not under wraps anymore. It's a little bit strong. So there's that issue to deal with. And I feel I can handle the cancer. That's not my main issue. The main issue is to get justice for what we feel and know was wrongly carried out with the killing and murder of the birds and the destruction of the science, destruction of antibodies, destruction of cures, without ever doing a test on those birds that were murdered. And that consumes me way more than the cancer issue.
And how does it consume you?
The injustice, the total injustice of murdering those animals when they weren't sick. And all of the misinformation that the CFIA's put out there. Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of misinformation about the whole thing. Well, we should probably go back to 70 million years ago. Okay? The ostrich survived the dinosaur extinction. And one of the main reasons they did that is because they've got the strongest immune system of any land-based animal that we know. Okay, and that's a natural evolution of that immune system over 70 million years without any man influence on it, and that's why they survived. And now we have the opportunity through like what the research of Dr. Tsukamoto in Japan. He's president of Kyoto University, and he was the first one to discover the use of the ostrich antibodies out of the yolk. You know, it's roughly, the antibodies are roughly 1% of the yolk volume. And the way most antibodies are produced now through animals is through the blood of an animal. So like rabbits, for example, or mice or rats, or the antibodies are produced in these animals, and they have to, most of them are killed to get the blood, and then those antibodies are used. But it's pretty obvious from the scientific research that the ostrich antibodies are the strongest. And with that, when you eat your breakfast, you eat an egg, a chicken egg.
Yeah.
Every day you're eating antibodies that are in that chicken egg, in the yolk. And the hen puts those antibodies into that yolk to prevent diseases from killing your chick. So, and we interrupt the process and eat those eggs. So you're probably getting, I don't know how many different antibodies, except when you cook a chicken egg, you kind of destroy the antibodies. You know, they can't handle the heat.
Right.
Whereas an ostrich egg, they can handle a much higher pH range and a much higher temperature.